What's going on, world? It's Coach Justin Ford, and it's Mr. Dreams to Reality, Coach Ford. I totally botched that introduction, and I'm not redoing it because I'm short on time. But today's topic, it has been a good one. It's something that I'm learning. Um, I've had good conversations the last couple of days. I did a video um, 2 days ago on how to manage time and how to manage doubt, which are two really good topics. I think for a lot of people, those are two areas that they deal with. I know personally, I've dealt with both, trying to figure out, okay, who am I in this world? What are the things that I'm trying to accomplish? What are the things that I need to do on a day-to-day basis? And I hit on a lot of good points in those videos, but I wanted to do a follow-up in terms of what are we asking for? And here's what I would ask for the viewers at home who are dealing with these two things: doubt and time. And so when you're dealing with doubt and time, what are the things that are really driving the bus behind these two things, right? So when I think about whenever I was dealing with doubt and time, uh, the things I was looking at was clarity and purpose. So clarity and purpose. Those two things are going to be really important because if you have clarity and purpose, you're going to know the things of which you can say no to, the things of which you want to say yes to. And for me, what I've learned is, what do I want? What do I want? Question mark, right? Put want. What do I want? What is the things that I'm looking to do on a daily basis and not being pulled in 50,000 different directions? And so sometimes they're distractions, right? They're distracting you from the ultimate goal. They're distracting you from the things that you're trying to accomplish. I have a defined purpose and a mission that I want to accomplish. And so I have to be very aware. And I had a good conversation with my cousin the other day about this topic. When you're making decisions and you're making a life transition, so I'm going to call them life transitions because we're always transitioning to different areas of your life. And sometimes it just feels like you're just simply stuck. You're stuck in the mundane. You're stuck in your situation. You're stuck with whatever life throws at you. And so I told her, I was like, hey, you're going to have to get ultra intentional. And she said, what do you mean? I said, there's a difference between intent, right? I intend, right? Your intent, everybody has good intentions, but do they follow through on those intentions? Do they follow through on the things every single day that they need to worry about, to not have to worry about doubt, to not worry about time? And I'm not saying those two things are going to go away. Those are two big, and I mean big parts of our lives. And so what I would say is, and to simplify what I mean by ultra intentional, be ultra serious, right? Be ultra, or as my youngest would say, Dad, I'm really serious, right? So I know she's really serious about something. And so, you have to get really serious about the things that you're trying to accomplish. And so I would ask a few questions, and I asked these on the last video. Is the organization going to just come crumbling down? Is it going to just lose its marbles if I don't do this? Is my house or my home or the people that I work with, is all that just going to come burning down? If the answer is no, then I have to be very secure. So last night, for example, somebody messaged me about doing some business services, and I was like, well, hey, I charge for this stuff, so I'm not just going to work with you for free. Um, and I'm gonna have to go in here and do some more videos. I see there's tons of content that I can do, but I just have to get better, right? And so that's part of me taking back my time. I have a very specific bedtime, and no offense to this person, but he wasn't serious about what he was doing, and wanted the advice for free. Well, if you're going to start a business and you want free advice, like, that's just not how it works. I invest in my business and I invest in my infrastructure. So the next thing I would tell you is invest in yourself. Anytime I have like reservations about something, I don't have enough information. And the thing about not having enough information, it can kind of paralyze you from doing things, because then you're not, it's makes you feel stuck, right? And so people, people that I work with understand, like, hey, I have some issues that I need to work through. So invest in yourself, really serious. So I want to talk about being really serious, and how to be really serious about what you're doing. So when I say let's be really serious, take it serious. Take it serious. That's the first thing. 2, say no. 3, say no again. 4, stand on it. Right? Take it serious. Say no. Say no. Stand on it. And what do I mean by that? No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing the things that's not fulfilling my mission. It's not serving my purpose. It's not serving the thing that I was called here to do. And you have to be ultra intentional. You have to be ultra serious. You got to be really serious. And so, whenever I decided to do this content thing, I was doing it just to figure it out. I was not trying to make content because uh, I just didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue. I had to learn. Um, I had to figure things out. I had to get really serious about it. I had to be very hard and extreme with people about, this is not a joking, laughing matter. Like, this is something I'm really serious about. And, people don't understand that because they're not seeing your vision. And so because they're not seeing your vision, it becomes discouraging because you want them along on the ride. Well, here's what I'm here to tell you today. Okay, and the title of this video is Take It Serious, or How to Take It Serious. And what are you taking serious? Your life. Take your life really serious. You're gonna, and I had a good conversation with somebody at a grocery store a couple of weeks ago about, well, my family doesn't think I should be doing this because they're concerned. Okay, what I'm here to tell you, and I gave a message from God, and I said, listen, man, here's what I'm going to tell you, right? And I typically reserve my opinions and beliefs to myself because, people are going through their things. And unless they really are asking me, then they're going to have to do a coaching call. And I need to know that they're really serious moving forward. Um, and it's $325 to book 1 hour with me. So I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I told you the price. Salespeople don't tell you the price. I'm not a salesman. I'm simply here to serve people. And if you want to book me, it's $325. You can go to my website, coach4x.com. And that's not what I'm talking about. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. If you buy, great. If you think I can help you, great. That's not what I'm here doing. What I'm doing here is because I'm taking life serious. I'm taking my business serious. I'm taking my studies serious. Because I'm taking these things serious, I have to put a force field around my attention, right? So because I have to put a force field around my attention, I cannot simply let anybody into this sphere that's not already here. So like my family, that's like, it's the number one. My circle of influence, it's number two, right? My players, I have to be focused on my players because they're dealing with life too. And then as their mentor, I have to be there to help guide them, and so their lives essentially become part of my lives. And then everybody else within this spirit, and you have this next spirit, right? And a lot of people want to be on this inner sphere here, and this part of it. And so not everybody can be in here. They're floating out here in this orbit. And this is your gravitational. This is your center. This is your life. Here's what happens. You're just letting these floating rocks bombard your life. And you shouldn't. You got to tighten up that force field. You got to tighten up that that invisible shield in your aura and say, hey, I'm not letting this into my space. I'm not letting this energy in here. And so you hear it all the time, protect your energy. Well, how do you protect your energy? Take it serious. We take life really serious. And this looks crazy. So, excuse me, viewers, people watching this, taking life seriously, you know? And everybody has a job to do, and everybody's number one job. So you guys got that? Everybody has a job to do. And what is your job? Your job is to become the best version of yourself. That doesn't mean taking on every single project. That's not what that means. That's not taking on every single person's emergency. You can help people, great, but do not let it like bring you down and tear you down and then make you say, well, oh, I feel bad if I don't, or I feel bad for making this decision. I feel bad for it. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Most people only care about their thing, which is fine. That's people, that's normal life, people that care about their thing. And so I'm running out of time because I have to start getting ready for work. Uh, I have my own things, right? Like I deal with my own day-to-day basis, right? And I have to take life serious. What do I have to take life serious with? Weight loss, being consistent. Stop me if you know where I'm going. Being consistent. What does that look like? Weight loss. All those things are mental. All those things are the same thing. So how do we help with, if you really want to get serious about weight loss and being consistent, take it serious. And here's what I mean by take it serious. How can I say this? Let me first say this. What I'm doing is here to help serve the greater YouTube, Facebook, social media community and make it easier for people to find me so they know what I can do to help them. I'm not here for myself, because if I was here for myself, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I would be, or Facebook, or whatever. I would be at home playing Call of Duty. I want the world to know this. I would be at home playing Call of Duty, not bothering anybody. But I have taken my life serious, and it's important. And so because I have people who rely on me, it's important that I take it serious. And so I just can't allow anything into the space of which I'm doing. And so that's the thing that I'm teaching you, is how to take it serious. Get really refined on the objectives of which you're trying to accomplish. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, right? You're like, well, Justin, I get it, right? You're going through some things. I get it. I'm totally understanding of that. I'm not mad at that by any means. I get it. Trust me. Life throws you curveballs. And sometimes it's one of those things you have to make your adjustment on your swing. And sometimes you're going to strike out, right? You will strike out. You will miss the three. You will miss that. But here's what I want you to really understand. When you're going to take life serious, when you're going to take it serious, do not focus on the result, right? The results are only a benchmark. They're only telling you where you are. So I think a lot of times we want instant results. Sometimes we want instant results, right? And so when you want instant results, it's taking away from the things of which that you're missing out on. So I was watching my earlier videos and I was like, man, look how far I've come. And here's a really good book for anybody that's struggling. A really good book, if I can find my book. It's called The Gap in the Game by Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan. And those are two, that's a really good book. And then 10X is easier than 2X, and Who and Not How. And there's tons of books. Like I have tons of books that I'm looking at. And so I too have to be patient, right? And you have to be patient with yourself. So here's another how to. Here's another point that I really want you to understand. Okay. So you got this. Take it serious. Do not focus on the results. Instant results. Instant results are just simply a distraction. I want everybody to understand this. I coach sports. I tell my players this all the time. The results are simply a distraction. Like I wanted to lose weight, right? And what does that mean? Everybody wants to lose weight. Well, I want to be healthy, right? I want to be thin, right? That's my goal. That is my objective. right? I'm not going to give some arbitrary date or any of that because it is consistent. I have a long way to go and I have to take it serious. I get up 5 a.m. every morning and I work on my body. I work on doing the push-ups and doing the sit-ups and reading the books and praying and meditating and doing all these things. Why? Because I'm taking it serious. Before I just didn't have a plan. So here's where I'm getting to the lesson because I have to go. By the way, if you need your whiteboard clean, I'm a great whiteboard professional cleaner, right? Get it nice and clean there, $325. No, jokingly. So here's the lesson. And it's important that when we're taking it serious and how to do these things, okay? You got to practice. You got to be ultra serious, really serious, right? And you got to practice. And then you got to track how often you're doing the things of which you said you're going to do, how often you're doing these things. So when I'm working with a new player and they're like, well, I have all these goals, dreams, and ambitions. I'm like, great. Well, how many times are you practicing? I had a girl last night say, oh my gosh, I'm so mad I haven't made a shot. And I'm like, okay, let me ask you, how many times have you actually spent time working on your shooting? How many times have you spent time working on developing your craft? Says, I'm not. So, okay, well, you're not doing this thing, right? You're not doing the skill work out skill work, right? What are some skill work? So for me, I'm working on becoming a speaker. I'm working on being able to take speaking gigs. Working on developing sports webinars. I'm doing all these things. So what I'm doing is I'm showing somebody who doesn't know about me yet and who's looking to engage with me in conversation, my process, my steps, my growth. So if you go back to my beginning videos, I was trying to figure it out. I'm a student, right? I'm a student first. And as Nipsey Hussle would say, you're a student at best. Nipsey, you're right. I'm a student at best. And I just want to be a lifelong student. I'm actually in my doctorate's program through Concordia of Chicago as a sports leadership. And I'm a student. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly doing practice. I'm tracking the work, right? I'm a data guy. And so I posted about this in one of my videos. Here's my ultimate objective. Not just my mentoring program, which my ultimate vision is to empower athletes, specifically boys basketball players, because that's who I coach. I started coaching girls basketball, but my primary people, my players that I work with have been boys basketball for the last 14 years. So that being said, you're a student at best. So you got to practice, you got to track, you got to do the things of which that are going to improve your life function. And you have to be really serious. I cannot stress this enough. Or the other term that I like to use when I'm talking to other people, ultra intentional, because your habits, right? So you formed habits and we have to break the habits. What are the habits I'm talking about? These are things you're comfortable with doing in your day-to-day life. So for me, I was real comfortable with not getting up at 5 a.m. I slept all the way into the last minute. My purpose was off. The things of which I was doing was not. Anyways, I had a revelation, and that will be for another topic for another time. But because this is about you, it's not about me. You don't care about my life, and I get it. I care about yours. That's why I'm on this giving out community content because I care about helping you. And what am I helping you with? How to be really serious, right? How to be ultra intentional about the things of which you need to do. What are the things you need to do? You need to break those bad habits. What are those bad habits? And I'm not going to say doubt is a habit. Doubt is something that's been planted in you. So my job is to help you figure out, okay, this thing is in your garden. It's in your inner person. How do we help navigate and uproot it? Not that it won't be there, but how do we make it not as prevalent in the garden, right? But we don't want it to really sit in the garden long because then it'll make everything else tough on you. Okay, so I'm gonna do a part two because I gotta go and I'm already way behind, 12 minutes behind. So I'm gonna do a part two on how to take it seriously. Dot, 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 dot. Okay. Hey, this has been Mr. Dreams to Reality Coach Ford. This is my How to Do Life blog. I'm changing it, right? And I'm learning. So if you go watch all the videos, I've evolved I've developed as I learn new information. So this is my How to Do Life blog. You give me questions, I'll answer them. I'm here to serve you. If you want personal coaching, go to coachfordx.com. Book me. It's $325 an hour. I'm not here to um, I'm not here to sell you on anything. If you want to work with me, great. If you don't, great. I understand. I'm going to continue to pray for you. And if you love the content, great. If you're one of those people that are in that trolls and you hate what people have to talk about, fine. And here's your round of applause, as Rihanna would say, and then I hope they give you your roses. And I'm happy for you. Thank you for pushing the algorithm because I need you to do that. Everybody has a job to do. And it's not going to hurt my feelings because, like I told you, I'd rather be playing Call of Duty. So I'm here serving the world. So for the people that don't like it, thank you. It motivates me. It's a motivator for me. I'm a competitor. So the heat, the hate, like Kobe say, only fuels my passion and fuels my mission because I'm like, hey, let's go. I'm in the game now. They don't boo the people that's not in the game. Think about that. They only boo the people that's performing in the game. Yeah, I'm in the game. I'm the next MJ, whatever, the next Kobe. I'm the next one. That's how you have to think and deal with those type of people because they don't boo the bench players. They don't boo the guy that's getting cut. They only boo the guy that takes it really serious at his craft and then work on his craft. Okay, have a great day.